Crafters TV. My name's Ben Leann. Thank you for joining us for Launch Party. Oh boy, have we been busy today. Had a brilliant show earlier on. Hopefully you caught it. And this show we are uber excited about. Let me just tell you, lots of demonstrations coming up as we head through the show. And well, a brand new launch for you too. And we're also going to be asking for your doodles because today is National Doodle Day, and somebody who's going to be joining me to doodle throughout the course of the show is the lovely Leann.
I can't doodly wait. I really can't. I'm very excited about it. I have to say my doodles are going to let me down though, Ben. I'm not a great doodler.
Well, the thing is, because we were just chatting before the show, and I mean, I'm terrible, if I'm being honest with you, but doodling, it's not, you can't stand there and, because you said you were going to draw something, you can't draw something, because then if you're drawing, you're not doodling, are you?
Drawing in the loosest sense of the word, because I'm not an artist. I like to colour, but I cannot draw. And I've told everybody lots of times that I can't draw, so I thought we'll take the opportunity of Doodle Day to show you just how bad my drawing skills are.
Well, I tell you what, your drawing skills compared to mine will be like, I don't know, Van Gogh, because I'm terrible. But the whole point about having a doodle is when you sort of, I don't know, you're on hold, aren't you? You know, you're kind of ringing the call centre or whatever, and you're just scribbling away. That's a doodle, you're absent-mindedly doodling. So I'm going to be doodling during the show, absent-mindedly. Leann will be doodling when she's not obviously demonstrating. And we want to see your doodles as well, please. So get doodling. I love that word. What a great word that is, doodle. Isn't it a great word? Doodle.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
Noodle.
Has everybody watched the movie The Holiday?
Oh yeah.
And then there's this, it's one of my favourite movies of all. I watch it all year round, not just at Christmas. And there's a scene with Jack Black and Kate Winslet where he sings the Scoodly Doodle song. And he does Scoodly Doodle and on the piano. That word doodle reminds me of that scene in the Holiday movie.
There's me saying I've seen that film, and now you said that, it makes me feel like I haven't seen that film before, because I would have remembered that, surely, wouldn't I? But anyway, send us pictures of your doodles. So start doodling now during this show, just absent-mindedly, and then send them in when you finish your doodle, and we'll share your doodles with everybody else. Can't wait for that. Of course, you can email us, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. You can also get in touch on our socials as well via the Facebook and the YouTube and the Facebook. Listen to me. Right, but we're not here just to talk about doodles. We're here to launch some amazing products, and a product which officially launches now. But of course, you've been on the website over the weekend. You're savvy shoppers here at Crafters TV, and a huge amount of the stock has already gone. Delighted to say that on Launch Party today, we get to launch the Christmas die and stamp advent calendar for 2020. Now, let me just tell you, this has been flying out of the door before this show. The stock has been obliterated. We've managed to get a little bit more stock in, but what I would say is if you are getting this for yourself, grab it now. If you're buying this as a gift for somebody, grab it now, because we don't expect it to be around for long. Well over half the stock has already gone. It's $24.99 or $34.99. I'll open this up for you. Look who's on the inside. Come on, are you kidding me? It is Santa Claus. And obviously behind each door, you've got a little treat. So what I thought I would do is have a look what's behind door number...
No, stop it. Behave, Mr. Mosby.
Not even a little...
I've got my eye on you. No, it's not allowed. It's an advent calendar.
But it's just there.
It's not the end of September calendar, the October or November calendar. It is an advent 1st of December calendar. No peeking and spoiling the surprises.
Come on, just a little sneak...
Nope.
Little
nope. Nope. No. Nope. Nope.
Well, listen... if you want to get yours, I mean, I'm not allowed to look apparently. $24.99 or $34.99. Get yours, and then you can get it back to your home, and you can have a little sneaky peek before December. Don't you just do that with your advent calendar when you get it?
Can I just tell you though?
Yeah.
Shall I?
Oh, do you know?
Well, I can because I'm head of product development, and there's something in there.
Yeah.
That we've never put in an advent calendar before.
What is it?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, which door is it behind?
Surprise.
Which door is it behind?
The last door. I'm so excited. I'm getting me dyed. I am excited for you. There is we've tried to do it. We've done something different this time.
It's a big door!
It is a big door.
It's a big one! Just there!
It's a massive
It's a big one!
It is a big one. And we've done it a bit different. So if you've had our advent calendars before and loved them, you know what you're going to expect. However, there's a special extra surprise in there for door 24. And you're not going to guess. You're not going to guess.
There's some really, I tell you what, 21's a big one as well.
Yeah.
Door 22 is big.
Big door. Door 24
I mean,
is the biggest door we've ever done.
That is a big, are you sure I can't just have a quick?
I'm absolutely 100% certain. Behave yourself. You will be in the Law Court of Leann, and just ask all of our people on Facebook. They know all about the Law Court of Leann. I've had several of them in it over the years, and it's not somewhere you want to be, Ben.
Wow. I mean, that is me told, isn't it? The Law Court of Leann. That does sound like a bit of a scary place to be.
Yeah.
Please do not miss out on this. By the way, right, when you get this back, okay, if you can get in touch with me on my Facebook page, have a little sneaky peek.
Stop it.
Tell me what's back. Shh.
Stop it.
Tell me what's back.
Nope. We'll have no spoilers here, thank you. No spoilers.
Well, we can't look inside the advent calendar, but you will not want to miss it. $24.99 or $34.99, that is a bargain. Something else which you're going to absolutely love. Now, here's the other thing. As you will know, if you've been watching my shows over the last few weeks, I like to do a few voices, I like to do a few impressions, and I like to think I've got a good voiceover voice, but I've been told I'm not allowed to introduce this next deal because there's someone else in the craft room who has a better voiceover voice for this particular thing that we're going to do. So, Leann, please could you introduce this next deal?
It's the Out of This World deal.
Hey, and I love that. That's good. I love the actions as well. Whoa, that's great. There we go. Wow. Seriously. I think my voiceovers are pretty bad in comparison. But listen, this is the Out of This World deal. It's the Totally Tiffany buddy bags. You know how great these are, and the deal on this really is phenomenal. So if you need to get everything in order, if you need to get your craft room sorted, this is great. So you're going to get all of these. I love the names as well. So this is Brandy, you know, great for your rulers, great for popping in your border templates, your long tools as well. Of course, the great thing about these is the see-through, so you know exactly what you've got inside each of the bags. This is your Irene buddy bag. Again, for all sorts of different crafts, great for your ink pads, your embossing folders. You know, if you've got card blanks as well that you need to keep safe, you can pop them all in there. That's Irene, you're gonna get Irene as well. You're also going to get Shelley. Shelley, again, if you've got things like your washi tape, maybe you've got ribbon that you wanna keep in there, you know, your mini ink pads as well. So yeah, not just paper craft, but great for your soft crafts too. That's included. How great is this deal? 23 or 31.50. This is Edna. Again with this is perfect actually, and you can see here from the picture, great for your kind of ribbon rolls because you can pop them in there and then obviously just open it up a little bit and you can dispense them through the little hole, which is great. Square ink pads maybe in there as well, your glitter glues, ribbon dispensers. I mean, so much. If you need to get your craft room sorted, this is a brilliant deal for you. And then we've also got Sue. Don't forget about Sue. Again, large ink pads in there, ribbon rolls, maybe if you've got embellishments you need to pop away, craft bottles, whatever it might be. That is a brilliant collection. So you've got the whole gang there. You've got Sue, you've got Edna, you've got Shelley, you've got Irene, and you've got Brandy. Sounds like the new girl group, that, doesn't it? Tell you what, Totally Tiffany Out of This World deal, £23 or £31.50. That is what you would call
an Out of This World deal.
See, we're working now. You see, we fine-tuned it from earlier on. We have fine-tuned it. Right, get that whilst you can, because that will fly, no doubt about it. Now, next up, an Explorer kit. I learned about these over the course of last week. So these Explorer kits, as I understand it, are for you to kind of like dip your toe in the water for various crafts, various different bits and pieces. And this is the Crafter's Companion Colour Blend Explorer kit. Now, if you want to go for this, you're going to get your 24-piece set of your Spectrum Noir pencils, your artist blending pencils. It's also going to come with your Molly Harrison Art Fairy Tale of Dreams stamp set, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then we're also throwing in the mix for free 16 sheets of your Nina, as I call it, your Nina cardstock, and you're also going to get your Spectrum Noir alcohol proof dye in the rustic brown. So that's free. The ink and also the cardstock free with your blending pencils and that stamp. There's 11 stamps included in there as well for $29.98. That is definitely worth considering, or $41.90 if you are in the States. Savings to be had all over the place. Loads of messages already coming in. Lots of people getting very excited. Yolanda's watching. Valerie, Sarah in Ohio, Dieta in Southern California. Yes, fall has arrived. Yes, it's the autumn equinox. Is that what it's called today? Yes, the autumn equinox. Laura from Seattle is in touch. Just amazing to have you all with us. Now, we've also got on the show the Gemini Layerable Sentiments, the Christmas collection with 70 elements included in here. This is just a brilliant bundle. You've got in here, Let It Snow, 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly. You've got Joy to the World. You've got Star of Wonder, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Ho, 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 your winter wishes, and we wish you a Merry Christmas. So each of those, how many dies in there in total? Oh, it says on the screen, 70, and it allows you to build up some amazing projects for all of your cards and so much more. Absolutely love that. And what a price, £72 or $86 if you want to add that into your basket today. Also, the Essential 4-piece tape collection, absolutely brilliant is this. And again, the kind of thing that you don't want to run out of. You've got your tape pen in there. You've also got your low tack tape, and you never want to run out of your glue pen tapes as well. That is all included in there for £18 today or $28, saving 25% across the board. Now, as part of our launch party, we're going to be bringing you something which launched yesterday and has already proved phenomenally busy. The Gemini Interchangeable Aperture Diorama Complete Collection. And I mean, this is massive. So big, we've had to spread it across the counter. It's absolutely brilliant, allowing you to create real depth and dimension on your cards. So you're going to get with this your circle aperture diorama and your fancy aperture diorama dies. And then with that, as you can see here, you're going to get a whole host of interchangeable elements. So included in this, you've got your interchangeable birthday, your interchangeable garden, you've got your interchangeable home, you've got butterflies and love there as well, plus the interchangeable woodland. So you think about that as a collection, all of the different cards that you can make. And not only are we giving you the dies here as well, we're also going to give you your card pads. Now, your card pads have almost got like the templates, if you like, for you to line up your dies to cut out the shapes for your cards. So again, if you're thinking about this as a set maybe for a beginner, for example, this is absolutely perfect, because then you don't have to worry about colors or all these kind of things. You can simply cut out the cardstock and away you go. Now, not only that, you've also got within this collection your paper pad, as we've just shown you here, 12 by 12, 300 GSM pastel coloured paper pad, and you've got embossing folders included as well. 4 of those, which are your set in stone. You've got your spring forest, your trellis swirls, and what's the other one? There is another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one have I missed there? Set in stone, trellis swirls, spring forest, bricklayers, there we go. So that is all included as well. It's a phenomenal buy for £132 or $175. Look at the price it should be, £178 or $233. This launched yesterday, big stock, 60% of the stock has already gone. And guess what? It's flying out of the doors again today. Brand new as of yesterday. You're absolutely loving this, I'm not surprised. Treat yourself today, go for this collection, get the advent calendar in your basket as well, whatever you do, and do not miss out. Don't forget, of course, it is National Doodle Day today as well, so we want to see your doodles as we head through the show. I've got my blank card there ready and my pen. I'm going to be, I don't know what I'm going to be doodling, it's absent-minded scribbling, isn't it? So I'm just going to be absent-mindedly scribbling. Of course, I'm going to be paying attention to Leann's demos as well, but scribbling whilst we go. Just a few messages already coming in. Yolanda saying, "You look lovely, Leann." And also Tammy on Facebook says, "Never, never, never go against the law court of Leann. Not ever." Wow, I've been told. I'm staying well away from that.
Yeah, it's not a good place to be, Ben.
No.
No, it's not. And not many people have lived to tell the tale.
Wow, I'm definitely going to behave myself. Well, let's talk about this collection first of all, because you're going to be, I think, doing some demos from our interchangeable aperture diorama complete collection. This is a phenomenal collection, isn't it?
It is absolutely exquisite, and I've just got this ready to whiz through my Gemini because I'm getting bits and bobs ready so I can show you the demonstration without boring you with all of the cutting. So when I catch this plate, we're then going to do a quick fast forward and have a look at some samples first, so you can see the kind of exquisite things that you're going to be able to create with these. And I'm just going to reach behind me because there is a plethora of different options here.
Yeah.
I've got loads, and we can have a look at a few and we can talk through what they're going to be able to do for you. These are incredibly unique. They're really, really beautiful. And I think having the addition of those printed pads, which I'm going to show you, and gives you that lovely little topper inside and all of the printed pieces, so you can see you can create these wonderful, really dimensional diorama wardrobe style cards, which have been around for generations. The Victorians loved these.
Oh, really?
Ben. Yes, this is a really old traditional way of doing a card, going all the way back to Queen Victoria. They love to send them like this. But what we've done is make it so that it will go flat, which means you can post it because that's the profile of it when it's flat. And then when the recipient receives it and they pop it out, you've got that wonderful dimension in there.
Amazing.
Now that's using them with the card pans that they come with. And I'm going to show you that first because they're really exquisite and have been designed so cleverly by my team. When they showed me these, I was just proud of them, Ben. They've done such a good job. And then with this one, I've got something here to show you. Oh, look at this. It's got a little... let's put this up. Look at this.
Oh,
Look at the little lights, the little LED lights behind.
Yeah.
How fantastic is that? So you've also got the accessory dies. If you don't want to use the pre-printed pads, we give you the ability to cut your own little designs inside. You can see there a beautiful little woodland scene. You can see here a mirror card frenzy of happy birthday with 20. That's with the butterfly alphabets on there. And then with this one, look, you can see we've got that beautiful sun ray. That is a new home card. That's a happy new home card right there, Ben. I love that one. And there's lots more. Here's this one here. I love this, where we can use the butterfly design, but we can use it with the cut-out paper pads as well. So you can start to mix and match too. And you get things that just look, here's the butterfly design in red and white and monochrome. They look very, very different, each one of them, but you've got that wonderful dimension. And actually, what you're going to be able to do is use all of your different dies and toppers and things that you've got at home too. Because that little aperture frame in the background, that could be one of our brand new Annabelle Spenceley stamps. It could be a Connie Fong, could be a stamp that you've got at home, just be a beautiful rose that you've got at home, a die cut topper. They'll work brilliantly with that. And actually, if you want to cut them all out in white card and use all of your Harmony inks that you've got to decorate them up and make a beautiful, soft, subtle inked version, why not? You can do that too. And you can glitter them and you can spray them and you can put your glazes on there if you want to. You can paint the front with your sparkle inks if you want to. You can really go to town with your crafty techniques with these, but each and every one of them will make an incredible statement. And the fact that they go flat for posting is exceptional, I think, Ben.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got everything that you need. Do you know what it reminds me of a little bit here? It reminds me of like a stage with the scenery, the layers of scenery, the way they pull in the scenery back and forth, on a stage production. Just think it's brilliant. And look at the depth of dimension that you get with this incredible system as well. And again, it's all done for you, isn't it? You're not having to think too much. You don't have to worry too much about this. You can just get on to making these amazing cards and amazing projects for yourself. And remember, the fact is you get all of this included, all of the dies, all of the interchangeable elements in there too, and the embossing folders. And the great thing is we're giving you cardstock as well. Now, not only do you get those card packs, I'll show you this in just a second, because again, if you've not seen this before, you might be wondering how's a card pack different to the cardstock that we're going to get. But I just want to quickly show you this this cardstock as well. Really popular, this 12 by 12, 300 GSM. So you've got construction weight cardstock here, and take a look at the colours that you've got in here as well. It's absolutely beautiful. These pastel colours are just sumptuous, aren't they? And you can see how these are going to work wonderfully with this collection. I think you can get this individually if you want to, but obviously the main value for money is in the main collection. As I said, if you want to, it may well be that you want to add more of that in there, but it is gorgeous. And just to quickly show you, I've got to be very careful here because I'm on a bit of a run of destroying sets currently, so stay. I just want to quickly show you the card pads as well. So these, as I understand it, are the shapes for the dies that you got. That's how it works, Leann, isn't it?
That is exactly how it works, Ben. So we give you the shape to match the die, and it allows you to create loads. I'm going to work out exactly how many it is for you. I believe it's 6 cards per pad. I think it might be more actually. I'm going to work it out.
Okay.
24. No, I'm going to work it out for you because I think it's more.
Right.
So I'm going to add it up, and then we'll go through it together when we come and look at them.
That's it.
But you'll see that you can make a real good amount of the cards in here, and it's quick and easy crafting. So if you don't want to spend time colouring in or getting your toppers or cutting all of the pieces, you just want to make some really pretty quick cards and have them all made up and flat in a nice box so that when you need to send to somebody, it's all ready to go. Because I get caught out quite a lot if I forget about somebody and then I've got to go and make a card.
Awkward.
Very awkward. So it's nice to have some done, ready, so that if you have forgotten, or if you just like to be organised, if you never forget, that's all right too. You can keep them all flat in a box and then just pop them in and send them. It's great.
It is amazing. Just a question which I'm sure we do. Anne on Facebook says, the pre-printed card pads, the one we just flicked through, can you get extras of those? Yes. Can we get them? No, yes.
We can buy extra pads.
Pads, right.
Yes, we can buy extra pads. Good. We can. What we weren't able to do is give these as a download because they're on 9x12. And not many of us have 9x12 printers at home. So you wouldn't be able to print on the size of card that there is to make the finished examples. So you need to grab these pads while you can. Yeah,
that's the thing. Stock up on them because you know what? You're obviously going to be using your dies forever, aren't you? And your embossing folders as well. But the card stock on these card pads, those are the things which you're going to be using and running out of. So make sure you don't. Add those into your basket. Add in the pastel card stock as well. And don't forget this. Lots of people getting very excited. Woohoo!
I've got my eye on you.
Okay, I'll put it back over here.
Good.
Okay. Why's my voice gone so high there? Lots of people are getting very excited on Facebook and YouTube about this collection, about the Advent calendar as well. I think we are just about ready to see this in action. How easy is it to do then, Leann?
Oh, it could not be easier, Ben. So we're going to start. I've started to do some cutting out ready, just so that you don't get bored watching it. But what I want to do is just show you what you get in the pad and how easy it is. Let's do it here. So this is a full set of designs, and this would be if we're doing the green one. Now what you get is the side panels. You get the panels that you need to lay them up, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 pages in that colourway. Those 6 pages will make you 3 complete cards.
Wow, okay.
So, and everything you need to make those 3 complete cards. Now, if you've got 24 pieces, so each one of these, so let me just say I've got 6, I'm going to be able to make 9, I'm going to be able to make more. I don't know where the 24 pieces is coming from. It's confusing me.
24?
Oh, 24 sheets, but there's lots more pieces in here.
That's it.
That's what I was looking at and thinking, no, it makes a lot more than 6 cards. So I've already taken 3 cards out, and then we've got 3 more green. So there's 6. We've got 3 more of this pink. There's 9. And then we've got 3 of this taupey colour, parchment colour, so there's 12. So you're going to be able to make 12 full cards out of each pad, which is fantastic. Now, what you've got with your die set are the dies which are the perfect size and shape for these pieces in here. And your die set comes with instructions too. So there's a little instruction leaflet in here for you. I'll just show you. Comes folded up, where we've worked it out and we show you exactly how to line everything up. Excuse me. Oh,
bless you. Bless you.
Oh, thank you. Where we can show you how to line everything up and how to stick it together to make the diorama. So all of your instructions are in there for you too, which is fantastic. When you take your dies out, you've got a decorative piece. You've got an outline die that you can see here. And then my other die from here, there it is there. You've got your little panel die to make the sides, and you've got your inside aperture frame. All of mine are off the sheet because I was using them earlier. So actually, you've got all of the dies there to construct the whole thing yourself with all of the paper and card and beautiful things that you've been collecting at home once you've used your pad up. So it's not like you're going to get the die set in the pad and then once you've used the pad think, well, I can't make those anymore. Because actually all of the pieces you need to make a complete one are here to be made from any cardstock that you've got at home. This is just to give you the prettiness straight out of the gate. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
And they all line up. So what I like to do and what I did earlier, I took out all 6 of my sheets for the pink rose, which is the one I'm going to show you how to make. And then what I do is I just cut that sheet in half, which means I can use them then on my Gemini Junior. So you see, I'm just going to show you what I did here to get myself organised. I cut all of my pink sheets ready. So there's my 3 main pieces. I'm going to talk to you about those in a second. And then I've got my other pieces here. So I can just choose which ones I want and I cut them so that's easy for me to line it up and use on the Gemini Junior machine. I've then got all of the other little bits that come on those pads and I just keep them in a wallet or inside the pad so they're kept nice and safe, and they're for me just to fussy cut and decorate lots of lovely little sentiments and flowers. And look, there's so many more there than I'm going to need for 3 cards. So I've actually got a whole host of beautiful little sentiments and toppers to use on lots of future crafting as well, because we just don't like to see spare space when we do something. We like to give you the best value for money, and so if we've done it and there's spare white space on a sheet, we're going to fill that with usable things for you so you get the best value. That's how I like to get organised. Now for every one of these cards, what you need is 4 panels.
Okay.
You need a panel at the back and then 3 panels in the front to make this wardrobe window diorama effect. So I'm going to choose the panels that I want to use. Now I'm going to use a lovely decorated pink one for the back panel. So that's the one I'm going to cut out. And then I've started to get ready my panels that I'm going to use to come forward, which are my pale pink ones. And I've started to cut those out. We'll come to those in a second. And we need 4 of them. Okay, so you can see I've got 2 already done, and then I'm going to show you how to do this one. So we're going to take the dies from the sheet and we're going to use our Gemini Junior plate. And the thing I love about this, Ben, is you can do one of several things.
Okay.
With this collection, you've just got choice after choice after choice after choice, depending on what it is you want to do and how you want to use them. So because I want this to be my back panel, I'm actually not going to cut the detail out on here, but I just want that back panel cutting out really precisely and perfectly. So what I do is I line up my die. Now I just want to show you something. I'm hoping you can see it. I'm going to point with my pokey tool.
Right.
Can you see here? There's a very fine pink line.
Yes.
Just running around the outside. Oh, look at that. You can see. That is the outside edge of your die. We've put that on there. So that when you line this up and you line that up with the outside edge of your die and you can see where it is, you know that that is going to cut perfectly. And what you can see here is you can just see that fine edge of that pink line running around the outside where your die is. So then use your repositionable tape just to keep that still once you've done that, and it's going to cut out in the perfect position for you. That's to help you line it up. And then we're going to do the same with this little panel from the bottom here. So this is my mechanism to join all the pieces up. So I put that on and then just keep this still with a piece of my repositionable tape too. That also has that fine line. They all do, every single one of the pieces does, and it just helps you line it up perfectly. So I've got those in place, and now I'm just going to build up the rest of my sandwich and run it through. Now what you can see here, Ben, is I'm using my Junior plates in my Gemini. So these dies will work with your Gemini Junior if you've got a Gemini Junior at home. If you've got a Gemini, of course they work on your Gemini, it's bigger plates. And if you want to use your Junior plates in your Gemini for speed, then you can do exactly as I'm doing here.
Lots of love for this collection, lots of chat about the advent calendars as well. We'll chat more about that. Here's an interesting question as well. So we know we've got our advent calendar with loads of crafty goodies behind it. You could have an advent calendar with anything else behind the doors each day. What would you choose? Get in touch on get in touch on Facebook and also YouTube, so you can open a door a day. What would be behind the door? Leanne, yours would be
gin.
Oh, gin. What would mine be? Maybe cheese.
Oh, blue cheese.
What?
Do you like a good blue cheese,
Oh,
Ben?
Leanne, any cheese. I do like at Christmas time, like a blue cheese and a glass of port. Oh, yeah?
Me too. You'll get on with my son and I. Our Christmas tradition is when I start to cook the dinner, when it comes to 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock is port time.
Yes.
It's just the law. And we open the pot and we have a little port and we have a little cheese and cracker just to put us off before dinner, 3 p.m. dinner. So it's just a little nibble and a little it's very civilised. It's gorgeous. I love it.
Yeah. I only drink port that time of the year as well, really. I would never really think about drinking port any other time of the year, but Christmas time, nice cheese and port. Lovely. But yeah, get in touch, let us know. We'll chat more about the advent calendar in a bit, but aside from craft stuff, if you could have an advent calendar with anything behind the doors, what would you choose? Let us know on Facebook and YouTube and we'll compare notes on that in just a few moments. Joe on Facebook said, I had a whiskey one last year, which was amazing. But the days went quickly with that, didn't they, eh? Hey. Lost a few days on the old whiskey calendar. I know. Whew. First thing in the morning, bottle of whiskey. I mean, they're only small, obviously, unless you had a giant one. Drink responsibly, everybody, of course. Right. Back to your card.
Back to this. So you see why I've cut that out, and you can see I have no white halo around the outside here because we've got the bleed perfect, we've got that fine pink line perfect, which means you get your die positioned, and that's cut that out for you, and it's cut this too, and you've got all of your little pieces that you need in the exact place you need them. So that's all ready to go. Now, what you could do with this back panel if you wanted to is line up your decorative die. I don't like to do this. This isn't my particular personal preference, so we're not going to, but you can at home if you want to. I'm going to put it over so you can see though. Can you see how the die perfectly matches that pattern underneath there? And so if you wanted to line that up and cut that through, so you've only got the fine pink line, you don't have the dark pink, it will cut away all of those pieces for you. So you could have a lacy panel if that's what you wanted and have it completely see-through, maybe put a sheet of vellum behind. We're going to leave that solid for the card that we're making now. So now I've cut myself for one card, my 2 side panels and my back panel, that's ready to go. I've already cut myself 2 more panels to come forward. And so all I did with that is what I'm going to show you now is take my outside die and cut it out of the sheet, which I've done there. I've then positioned my detailed die and cut that out, and then I've taken my frame die from the centre and I've chopped out the little toppers in the middle. And actually what that gives you as well, Ben, is a whole other range of toppers because you only need that. So including that die which cuts those toppers out for you, save them. Got beautiful toppers for other cards now.
Amazing. And
that goes with all of the other little pieces you've got. And again, that's because we just don't want to waste any space. We want to give you all of the value. So I'll show you how easy it is to line these up because we need one more. So here's the last one I need to cut out. I've used my outline die and I've cut that out already. And now I'm going to line up my lacy panel and cut that out. So what I do is I just lay it down, line it up, so I'm following the outline, and you can see just by eye how easy that is to get that in the perfect place. And then all I do is I tape across the die and the card onto the plate at 2 corners. That stops it moving and you can run it through your machine. Now I always do this lacy bit and then the frame separately. If you're brave, you can try and line that up and do it in one pass. It always wiggles for me a little bit. And so I like to do it twice. I just get a bit more precision, and I like things to be precise, Ben. So, you know, whatever you want to do at home, if you are more impatient than me, and usually I'm very impatient, I have to say, and you want to line them both up, you can, of course you can, or you can do it as I'm doing it and put it through in 2 passes, entirely up to you.
Lots of love coming in for this collection, the advent calendar as well. We'll come on to it's really interesting to see what people would have behind their advent calendar doors. I think it says a lot about the Crafters TV fans who are watching today, but we'll come on to that in a second. Lots of alcohol and chocolates.
Yes.
Seems to be the order of the day.
It's the law, isn't it, in craft, alcohol and chocolate?
I'd imagine that's quite a fun craft room, isn't it? If you've got your crafty stuff, you've got a glass of what you fancy and some chocolate.
Absolutely.
What more do you need in the world?
Exactly. You're set up, aren't you?
Yeah, you are.
You're set up. So what I've got here, I'm doing my little frame and I'm just getting 2 really small pieces of my repositionable tape, getting my frame in place. And then what I do is I stick from the die into the centre of the topper, because this is one of the toppers that I'm going to freehand cut out, and so I'm just saving myself from spoiling any of the delicate cut here. Honestly, I think it'd be fine. It's just a belt and braces principle for me. Yeah. So I'm going to pop this through, and that'll cut my final panel. Hey, what are you doing? Put that down, you monster.
Monster?
Yes.
I'm only having a pee.
Stop it. Oh, you'll go on the naughty list. You'll go on the naughty list, mind. I've got my best man face on now, look.
I know.
I'm raising my eyebrow.
That's terrifying. You'll start calling me Benjamin in a minute. That's what normally happens.
You will get your Sunday name. You'll go on the naughty list.
Used to terrify me, that
you
whenever
little
I was
tinker.
naughty. Yeah. Benjamin! Yeah, don't worry about going on Santa's naughty list. You get on Leann's naughty list in the, what is it?
In the law court of Leann.
In the law court of Leann. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Not a place you want to be. That, is it?
There it is. I was looking for my tape pen. Right. So, now, we're going to assemble. We're going to put it together. So we're starting from the back up, and always start from the back up. It just makes it a lot easier. So the first thing we're going to do is from the back, this is our back piece, is bend these little tabs up. There we go. And pop some tape on them. And we need our two little side panels now as well. And they're going to get stuck. It's going to get stuck to the side there, if you can see that there. Can you see that there? They're going to get stuck on there on both sides. So I'm putting a little bit of tape pen on. Those little tabs on the reverse. And you can use a wet glue if you prefer at home, of course. And then what I like to do is just line this up with the side where it'll be, so I can see that that's nice and central. Give it a press down, and that's giving me my little side panel there. Okay, and I'm doing exactly the same on the opposite side.
Lots of, by the way, we're still doodling away. It's National Doodle Day, so I'll show you this in more detail in a minute, but I've drawn a flower, a sunshine, a cat, and I've written 24 equals 12 full cards. So I was taking notes on what Leann was saying a little bit earlier on. Bit of info, you know, write it down, doodle as you go. But it is National Doodle Day, so do send in your pictures of what you're doodling today. And also on the socials, we want to know about what you want behind your advent calendar doors, please, not just craft stuff, because you've already got that. I mean, I would tell you what we had behind the doors of this one, but every time I pick it up, somebody shouts at me, so I can't. But it's stamps, it's dies, it's fun. All behind door number 24. It's a big door. It's a big door. Any clues at all, Leann, as to what's behind there?
No.
No. I knew that was going to be the answer.
Now, could you just say I've just took my sides off, Ben?
Yeah.
I just want to explain to everybody why I've took my sides off.
Okay.
What I forgot to take note of and forgot to tell you about is the two slits on here are different sizes. You've got a longer one and a shorter one. And that's because these tabs, the bottom tab is longer than the top tab. So when you're putting it on, you just need to make sure that you get your long tab at the bottom and your short tab at the top. Otherwise, all of your other pieces won't fit in the right place.
Okay.
So I had just positioned them in the wrong place. So I've whipped them off and I'm putting them back on again. And then that's, you know, you've seen me do it, so you'll be able to watch out for that yourself when you're doing it at home.
And just remember again, if you have just tuned in, this set was launched yesterday. It is, well, flying out of the door, hot off the press. Over 60% of the stock has gone, well over 60, headed towards 70. You get the interchangeable aperture diorama, so the fancy and the circle. You get all of the different interchangeable centers, and of course you get all of your card pads in there as well. You've got the embossing folders included, which I'm sure we'll look at later on, and of course you've got your 12 by 12 fabulous pastel cardstock included as well for £132. That is a bargain. And the thing is, like we've been saying, and like Leann's been saying, you will go through the card pad and of course the card stock, the 12 by 12. You can get more of that, but these dies and these embossing folders you'll be using time and time and time again, because it's a really clever idea, and really, it's really easy to construct, isn't it? With the way these dies work for you, it's really simple.
Absolutely. Having the little side panels that you're cutting out with the little slots in exactly the right place, and actually making sure that we did the two tabs two different sizes, with the slots two different sizes, means that there is only one way it can and will go together.
Yeah.
And that therefore makes it very easy, because if you get it upside down, just as I had done, actually it won't go together. So I know that I need to correct that. And that just makes it easy for you. It means that you don't, make the odd little mistake or faux pas. It makes it very, very simple for you. So you see, I've started putting that together there now. So you can see I've got my 3 panels there, and you can see, because I decided to cut the lacy design through, I can see all the way through all of the lace pieces to the back panel, and when I look down there I can see that lovely pattern in there, so it gives me that lovely 360-degree feel. With my last one, I do the reverse of what I did with the back panel, so I bend them down this time, the tabs, rather than up, and they're going to get stuck inside of here, and that'll just create the front of the panel. So I'm just going to pop my tape pen on there now that they've been folded back.
You're absolutely loving this collection. One question which has come in a few moments ago from Patty on YouTube said, what size envelope would you need to mail these out in? That
is a very good question. I will measure that for you. Let me flatten it on my mat here. So this is inches. That's 6 inches by 6 by 6.
There we go. There you go, Patty. 6 by 6.
Okay, so now what we do is I like to flatten it to put this last bit on, Ben, because if you try and keep that up like this and then try and fiddle that in here and get it stuck, it's just never going to happen. So the easiest thing I find is to flatten it and then line the bottom up there with the bottom of the previous panel. So just get your corners in place and then press your little tabs in place there. That then puts that in the perfect place when you bring it up. And then you repeat that on the opposite side. So you flatten it in the opposite direction. There we go, and bring this over to match. And then you've got your little tabs folded in. Then you just line them up with that little piece there, making sure you've got the bottom line nice and parallel and flush. Stick them in place. And then when you open that up, there we go. You've got all of your 4 little panels in place. You can see all the way through it, and it looks absolutely beautiful and goes flat for the postage. And then what you can do is have the best time just cutting yourself out a few of these little toppers, little sentiments or made with love or whatever it is, fussy cut them out, and you can decorate it up. And then this is the sort of thing that you're going to end up with. And I just wanted to show you the difference between these two actually, Ben, before we move on from it. This has been done in 2 different ways. You can see the way I did it is the same as this green one, where I chose to lacy cut every one of the panels so I can see all the way through. Actually, with this purple one, that was left solid all the way, so it looks more like a wardrobe front rather than as a lacy window to see through. And when you look at the top, you can see all of the different colours of purple, but you can only see through the final layer, and it just gives you a different look and feel. Actually, it depends, do you want it all lacy or not? But that's how simple they are. And the construction, if you've cut it all out in white card yourself without the paper pad, is exactly the same. The cutting and the construction, exactly the same.
I think the point here is that, do you know what? It's great that you've got the card pads here, isn't it? The fact that if you're having a bit of an off day, or if you're new to crafting, for example, that's a bit of a leveler. But then, of course, you can use your own cardstock and colour as you go. So you've got so many options. So it's kind of like, as Len's been saying, once the card pads have gone, that's not the end of the kit. No, you can keep using this. The point here is, I would say, get more of the card pads whilst you can. Get more of the pastel 12 by 12 cardstock as well, because you're going to go through it quickly, because you're going to have so much fun using this collection. It's amazing, and as you've seen, it just allows you to make some beautiful, beautiful projects, beautiful cards. Very, very simply indeed. It's all about the depth and dimension with these dioramas, isn't it? And the fact that you've got the 2 different apertures, you've got the circle, you've got the fancy as well there, with all of the different interchangeable centers, if you like. You're just not going to get bored with this. So many different elements within this collection, and actually elements for each and every occasion. You've got birthday in here, garden, home, butterflies, love, woodland. So you think about all of the different things you can make these cards for. Love the fact that they're easy to construct, and remember, when you're running these through your die cutting machine with these dies, you know, it's even going to cut out the little tabs for you, going to cut out the little slits for you as well to make construction of your cards nice and easy. They fold flat for you as well, so you don't have to worry about your cards getting crushed in the mail. And don't forget, not only all of those dies, not only all of the card pads included as well for you to use in conjunction with the dies, but you've also got all these embossing folders, which we've hardly touched on. All the embossing folders included as well. So 4 of those. You've got your bricklayers, you've got your set in stone, your trellis swirls, and your spring forest. And then, as well as that, we're giving you, I've got to show you this again because this is gorgeous, the 12 by 12 card pack here, which is just lovely. It's your pastels. All this together, if you want to get more, and I've no doubt people will be wanting to do that, the 12 by 12 set here, 300 GSM, is available in for $14.99 or $19.99 if you're in the US. I think the way that this works out today, I think you're getting, I'm sure I wrote down, you're getting that for like £4.50 today as part of this collection. So you buy this as part of the collection, it's like £10.40 off, isn't it, pretty much? Is that right, Matt? Yes, you get it for £4.50 anyway. If you want to add it in again, do, because you know how much you're going to use this collection. Now, thank you for all of these messages coming. There's so many. Loads of people loving the advent calendar. And we've been asking you, aside from, you know, the craft advent calendar that we've got here, which I'm not allowed to have a look at, what other goodies would you like behind an advent calendar door? Patty on Facebook says $100 bills. I mean, that would be a pretty nice advent calendar, wouldn't it? $100 bill every morning. Wow. Mary on Facebook says Lindt chocolate. Ooh, yes. Ooh, they're gorgeous. Those are the ones in the little red wrappers, aren't they? They're little balls. Ooh. Oh, you can go to the Lindt shop and make your own, can you? Oh. Other chocolates are available. I've not heard. Godiva chocolate covered strawberry, says Gail on Facebook. Ooh. And Laura on Facebook says bacon. I kind of worry about having bacon behind the doors of my advent calendar, if I was being honest, because you know you kind of get to day 24. Yeah, it might start to pong just a little bit. Listen, we'll keep those coming in. What would you like to see behind your advent calendar door? Not just craft stuff, and we'll read more of those out in just a second. More demos to come. Still desperate to have a look at our advent calendar, if I'm being honest. But whilst I try and persuade Leann to let me have a little sneaky peek, here is a little video which will tell you about how you can shop the show.
Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day.
What are you doing? I was busy concentrating and I looked up and there you were. You little tinker. Did you get that open a bit? Stop it! I'm going to have to take it off him.
Now
I'm going to have to take it off him.
Behind door number 7, right?
Behave.
Come on! Seriously?
Behave. Benjamin.
Well, I've just been called by my the longer form of my name. Benjamin is my middle name. Oh, there's something for you to get excited about, isn't it, eh? It is my middle name. Always been called by my middle name. That's a bit weird. But anyway, well, you want to get that. You want to get that, seriously. The advent calendar, $24.99 or $34.99. Well, it's flying out the door, let me just tell you. It launched on Friday, and, well, loads of you bought it before we even officially launched it today. So do not miss out on that. It is going to go. It's brilliant, isn't it? Think about that as a treat a day, a crafty treat a day as you run up towards Christmas time. Open that up and just find something. And behind door number... Hi! He did remind me of... Hi! I sound like Mr. Miyagi off the Karate Kid. I've been watching that over the last few days. Hoi!
It's a northeast mother thing. Anybody else from the northeast, comment and tell Ben that hoi is a northeast mother thing. We travel that hoi into the Scottish borders as well.
Right.
It's universally known as, this is what it translates to, stop what you're doing right now or you're going to be in trouble.
Right.
That's what that translates to. Hoi.
Okay. Oh, I shall remember that.
Just so you know.
Let's tell you what else we've got on the show. Get that for $24.99 or $34.99. It scares the living daylights out of me when she does that. I'm going to need your help here because I think we're going to have a quick look at something else which is on the show. We need your voiceover, please, here.
Out of this world deal.
Yeah, it is time for your out of this world deal, which is amazing. The Totally Tiffany buddy bags. These are just superb. So you've got everything that you need for this particular collection as far as kind of storing all your craft goodies is concerned. So you've got in here your, which ones have you got? You've got Edna, Shelley, Sue, Brandy and Irene. I mean, you can store all sorts of things in here. Your long tools, your rulers, your ink pads, embossing folders, card blanks, washi tape, ribbon rolls. I mean, it's all there for you, seriously. £23 for 5 bags is unbelievable, or $31.50, saving 20%. If you need to get your craft room in order, that is the way to do it. Now, you've also got one of our Explorer kits on the show. This is a great way of being able to dip your toe in the water, trying out different crafts. This is your Colour Blend Explorer kit. Now, we're going to give you 24 of your artist blending pencils with a Molly Harrison stamp set, 11 stamps included in there. The artwork on that is absolutely phenomenal. And then you're also going to get, for free, your alcohol-proof dye Rustic Brown and 16 papers, or 16 sheets, I should say, of the Nina cardstock for $29.98. That is an absolute bargain. $41.90 if you're in the States. And also, just to have a bit of a look at the Gemini Layerable Sentiments Christmas collection with 70 different elements here. £72 on this, and these are absolutely brilliant for all of your Christmas crafting. It is just superb value for money, £72 or $86. We'll have a look at that in more detail in just a little bit. But take advantage of that deal. You will get the glue pen with that included as well. $18.91, $26.55 saving on that one. Right, back to the main collection though. This is absolutely stunning. Loads of you already gone for this collection, and I am not surprised. It is flying out the door. Launched yesterday, and lots of you already having got that. I think over 60% of the stock has gone. You've got all of your dies included in there. You've got those embossing folders. You've got your 12 by 12 pastel cardstock, and then of course you've got the card packs included in there too, which give you the shapes to use your dies to cut at, so you don't have to worry about colours, matching things up, all of those things. It's all done for you. As I said, not to mention the embossing folders included in there as well. Get that quickly because it is flying out of the door, as is
Our out of this way. Oh no. Okay,
oh no,
sorry.
we've done that.
Oh.
No, this is the Advent Calendar!
The Advent Calendar!
Yeah.
Get off it. Oi! Stop it. Pop that down.
Let's get back to it. Keep the messages coming in, by the way. We'll have a look at those in just a few. Oh, I've got the pointy finger. Look at that! Don't do that. That makes me feel a bit... No. Okay, listen, I'll just go and stand over here in the corner. What you doing over there, Leanne?
I am cutting out the pieces to show you how to assemble one of these fabulous cards just using the dies on their own. So we used the pads before, which are fabulous and it's beautiful, but I want to show you how easy it is to use all of the dies that we've given you and then just assemble yourself using the beautiful inserts that we've got, or any of the little bits and bobs that you've got at home, how to create your own unique customized diorama wardrobe style card. And it is really actually very, very easy. So I've just got my outline here. And I've got I need to find now then, which one am I going to do? I'm going to do let's do birthday wishes, because that will match the one that I'm using. I've got my outline and I'm using 4 different coloured pieces of card so that you can see how easy it is for this to go together, because all of the different 4 colours will layer up and you'll be able to understand how the dies then work. Of course, if you want to do them all in the same colour at home, that is your privilege. I'm just doing it in these different colours so you can see very clearly what it is I'm building together. So I've already cut out my lovely teal and my lovely purple. The colours of this cardstock in this pad really are exceptional, and the quality of this 300 GSM cardstock for construction has a lovely buttery soft feel, but it's nice and strong. Yeah. So it's fabulous in your collection, brilliant for this kind of construction work. These dies are so fantastic. You can go through 2 300 GSM pieces of cardstock in one pass. Because remember I said we need 4 pieces of this, 4 toppers, 4 panels to be able to put one of those wardrobes together. Yeah. You might not want to cut that 4 times yourself, 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually put 2 pieces of card together. See, I've got my yellow and my pink there. Here's my die. I'm going to use a little bit of repositionable tape just to keep that still. And then I'm going to put that through with my thin metal die, 2 pieces of 300 GSM cardstock. It's going to cut them both out, Ben.
Amazing.
So I'm cutting 2 panels in one pass, which just makes life so much easier. It's all about speed as well, isn't it? Having quality tools at your fingertips, which makes the pleasure of the crafting so much easier for you, because you can rely on those quality tools to do that tricky or difficult job for you, and just know that they're going to deliver. So I'll remove that piece of repositionable tape, and then what you can see is, oh, look, it's stuck to my finger, it won't go away. Get off. There we are. I've got 2 cut out panels in one pass. So now I've got my 4 panels with just 2 passes of a cut, and that's ready to start and put my card together. Lovely. Now I'm going to use my 2 purple side panels. I've cut 2 of those ready, so I've got those ready to go, and now I'm going to start lining up my birthday wishes collection in the centre. So if I remove my dies, you can see you've got 3 different dies here. You've got the sentiment that goes on the front, you've got a little trellis, and then you've got the birthday cake and balloon, which is separate as a little embellishment actually, so we can cut that out later. Now, you might be wondering, because when we started designing these dies, this is what we were wondering ourselves. Yeah. How on earth do we make it easy for everybody to be able to take these dies from the packaging? There we go. Let's get this one off here. Oh. There we go. And this one, the cake is the last one. They were well stuck on. They were nice and securely stored. How do we do it so that you can cut this, if you think about it, every single one of them in the same place, so it's not skew width?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how do you do that?
Yeah, how do you?
How do you do that?
You're going to tell us, aren't you?
I'm going to tell you how to do that. Now, what I do, and this is just how I like to do it, is I take my decorative frame piece and I lie it on there so I can see by eye that my frame is in the right place. Let me move everything for you. I've got a nice mess going on here. And then what I do, now am I going to have this as the back panel or the second panel? When I have the back panel's purple, this trellis is going to be my second panel in. Okay. Then what I do is I position the panel I want to cut so it's in the right place, which is there. Then I take my repositionable tape, voila, hold that still, take that away.
Ah, yes.
And now that's in the right place. And I'm going to do that with each of those separate little panels on each of the different colours. And that will get that in the right position for you every single time.
Seems so simple when you know the answer, doesn't it? You see? So it seems so simple. But isn't it great use of all this cardstock as well, perfectly matching for this collection. And it's great as well, isn't it? The fact that you've got all of the different apertures for all sorts of different occasions as well. You're not just limited to making cards of a certain style of a certain time of year. So many different ones, including the birthday wishes, the thank you, the with love. The one with the, is it called home?
Yes, I love that one. That's my favourite actually, Ben.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. I love it. It's beautiful. And sometimes new home cards can be a little bit
Yeah, dreary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't make you feel very happy to be in a new home.
No.
Whereas that one, it's got a beautiful ray of sunshine around it. It's really, really glorious. It's a very happy design. I really like it.
Happy home.
And actually could be for a lot. It could be bon voyage. It could be welcome home, welcome back.
Yeah.
It could be all sorts of different things. It could just be, you know, sending a little bit of sunshine for your day.
Yes.
With your own sentiment. It doesn't have to be about a new home if you don't want it to be. It's just how you use all of the different elements in that collection together.
Sort of a ray of light, isn't it?
It really is. It really is.
Gorgeous.
So I'm going to have my cake in pink, and then my birthday wishes sentiment in lemon.
Okay.
So you see, I'm lining it up exactly as I did before. I've got my lacy one in there. I'm putting this in the centre. This then gets held in place. This lacy one comes away, and then it gets run through the machine.
It's one of those things, isn't it? If you are kind of new to die cutting and new to making cards, like a set like this, I think once you start using it, you'll get to grips with it quite quickly, and then you'll just be doing it without thinking about it, won't you?
You would.
Really simple. Really simple.
Absolutely, you would. Now, just to mention as well with these, every single one of these little decorative panels that you can see me using also has an outside die. So it has the outside piece. So if you don't want to cut it in as I am, so you see how I've cut that little cake in there.
Yeah.
If I want that to be a full topper, you can use your little outside panel and you can cut that whole piece out and have it as a little topper in its own right.
Got you.
So every single one of these layers has the outside die that works as well. So it can be cut in or cut out. And I'm using it as cut in currently. So I'm just going to cut the last one, which is the lemon one. And I'm going to do that with the birthday wishes sentiment.
So that said, you've got the ability to have almost as much dimension as you want with these, haven't you?
Oh, the possibility. I mean, this is the very basic use that I'm showing you here. But actually, what you could do, and actually what we might do for this, because this is the last layer. Yes, let's cut the fancy detail in as well. Let's do the two, because you can cut the fancy layer into every one of these if you want to. If you don't want the solid cardstock, it's entirely up to you.
Yeah.
Choices are always yours.
So
let's tape both of them down and do that, Ben.
And like you said, so many possibilities. Sally Bond on Facebook says, I'm so excited about this set, just my style of crafting, and I know I will sell loads for charity as well. And of course, that's the great thing, isn't it? Making to sell, you know, whether you're selling for yourself a little side business potentially, or if you are making to sell for charity, absolutely. You've got some beautiful designs here. Christine on Facebook says, just sneaking in here at work to say hello. Oh, you're supposed to be watching us while you're at work. Is that allowed? Are we encouraging that? Yeah, of course we are. Just as long as it doesn't get caught, it'll be fine. You know what they don't know. I'd tell you what, when we come back to the advent calendar in just a little bit, we'll read through some more of your advent calendars, what you'd like to have behind the doors of your advent calendars. There's some brilliant suggestions coming in. We'd need some big advent calendars as well for some of the suggestions coming in. More on that in just a second.
Now, what you would do with these, now that we've cut them out, so we've cut all of the different designs on the different layers, and every single one of the designs has 3 different layers to it. So you've got your back panel, and we will start to assemble these in exactly the same way as we did before. So we would glue this purple back panel to the side pieces using our tape pen. So the assembly, whether you're doing it yourself or whether you're doing it with the paper pads, as you've seen before, the assembly is exactly the same.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to make sure that I've got my large tab here and my small tab there, which I have. So the small tabs at the top, large tabs at the bottom.
And what are you using adhesive-wise? Have you just been using the tape pen all the way through?
I've just been using the tape pen all the way through. I mean, Crafter's Companion tape pens, Ben, are like a permanent wet glue in a tape pen.
Yeah.
They are the strongest you will witness or come across. So for doing construction like this, you can use a Crafter's Companion tape pen.
I use a tape pen every day to stick my notes to my cards.
They're brilliant, they really are.
They've never failed me yet.
No, they're fantastic. But if you don't have a Crafter's Companion tape pen, I can't vouch for any other brand to be able to do this type of construction. So there I would use a red liner tape or a wet glue. Okay. But essentially the message is just get some Crafter's Companion tape pens because it's easier.
Exactly.
Right, so I've got my background done. So now my turquoise layer is going to go in, and so we're going to just push that through. So remember the little slits have been cut for us. So push that through here.
It's all about ease of crafting, isn't it? It's just all about getting to the fun stuff and making life nice and easy for you. It's so clever, the designs on these dies. I think, well, I certainly do sometimes, take it for granted, just like the design that goes into them to make it so easy for you to be able to do the crafting with ease, really.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And you know what? I do always say that I believe I've got the best designers in the business.
Yeah.
Working for us, the Crafters Companion. They're always thinking up new and innovative ways of doing things. They're always surprising me and themselves a lot of the time as well. And they just come up with the best stuff, Ben. They're just, incredibly creative.
How does it all work then? Do you
people.
kind of have sort of, meetings monthly or whatever, and everyone brings an idea to the table and then you pick the best one?
Well, that wouldn't be soon enough because we work on product 18 months out.
Wow.
So we have 2 big meetings a year, and in those 2 big meetings a year, everybody brings their ideas to the table and we plan the next 12 to 18 months of product launches.
Wow.
So for example, right now, as we speak today, the product that I was approving and looking at with my team will be launching in July next year.
Wow, so you're miles ahead.
Very much so, yes. So we have already designed and have been approving today our Christmas launches for next year.
Have you done the advent calendar for next year?
I might.
What's behind the doors?
I'm not telling you, but we've pushed the boat out again, and it's going to be just as fabulous with a bit of a different surprise like we've done this year. I'm loving the idea that we're going to start with our advent calendars with the advent of this one that we've got here, putting you just something a little bit different in there, so you get an extra little surprise.
Yeah, because what was the surprise again? You said was behind door number 24.
I said I wasn't going to tell you. Nice try, no cigar. Nice try, no cigar. So you can see that now. Look how that's come together, and you see by using the 4 different colours, you've got the purple in the background, comes through to the teal, lovely. Delicate design there, through in the pink panel behind the lacy now with the cake, and then the last lemon panel on top with birthday wishes. You've got all of that colour dimension building through there with those layers, but it's been really easy to just cut and put together. And of course you could put the lacy panel in every one of the layers if that's what you wanted to do. I wanted to leave it so actually the colour just comes through in the centre design, and the last panel is the lacy panel there. You can do that with all of the designs that you've got there, Ben. And actually you can do them in white, especially the home one. Yeah. Do them in white and colour them with your Harmony Water Reactive, so you've got a beautiful bright orange and yellow sunbeam and a lovely deep violet sky in the background. Do some paper piecing with your house. Get into your paper piecing with it, because remember, we've got the little balloons here, so I could cut some little balloons and put them up the side if I wanted to. Oh, honestly, I could do a whole day, 8 hours of how to use these dies in different ways, and I wouldn't run out of things to show you. You're going to have a fantastic time when you get them home.
That's why these are flying out here as well. And do you know what I love as well? The fact that you've got the cardstock, which is going to work beautifully with all the different dies that you've got. I love the fact that you've got your card pad included in there as well. All the embossing folders. It is a bumper collection for £132 or $175. Do not miss out on this. It launched only yesterday, and I think we're approaching 70% of the stock has gone. I must just quickly read, just whilst we're getting ready for another chart countdown. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you will. Loads of people getting in touch about what they'd like to see behind the door of their advent calendar, because we've launched the brand new advent calendar. Loads of people have gone for it. Jean on Facebook says my advent calendar would be vodka of different varieties. This is what I'm talking about. It's all like it's alcohol and chocolate. I say it's all vodka, all alcohol and chocolate. Terry Sue on Facebook says voucher goodies from CC would be my ideal items behind windows. What else have we got? Oh yes, Terry, I would love an advent calendar with scented candles. Cynthia says I would like to have fluffy socks in my advent calendar. If I can't have that, Ryan Reynolds would work. I think you'd need a big door, wouldn't you? If it was, Ryan Reynolds every day just coming out from. Would that be? I don't know if that's.
Not Ryan Reynolds. No, Bradley Cooper.
Oh, Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
Yep.
I'd be all right with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Gary Barlow.
Who?
Gary Barlow.
Gary Barlow.
Gary Barlow.
Oh, I love Gary. I met him
Gary.
once, you know. friend of the stars, me in my
Oh my
former
word!
life.
I feel like now by association I've met him myself.
Yeah.
Just through the fact that you met him.
Yeah, he said he was a big fan. He was a big fan. That's what he told me.
Thanks.
Can I just say, by the way, just very quickly, the advent calendar. I've been told off for opening the doors or trying to open the doors. Gwyneth on YouTube. Ben says Gwyneth, I've been naughty. I got the advent calendar last week from HSN and I've opened every door.
Oh my word.
I'm hiding out of the way.
Gwyneth, I am putting you right in the law court of Leann, Gwyneth. That is naughty. You'll be on the naughty list. You'll get coal in your stocking, Gwyneth. Coal in your stocking. I don't think I can go on. I think I need to go and sit down. I think I need to lie down, Ben. I'm distressed. You don't open an advent until the 1st of December, Ben.
Okay.
Gwyneth. Okay, I'm gonna professionalise and get on with it. The show must go on, Ben. The show must go on.
Gwyneth, for goodness sake. Don't. I tried to do what, but that is $24.99 or $34.99. Get it whilst you can, but don't open. If we do, don't tell. Anyway, moving on swiftly, it is time to get excited because we are in the midst of our end of summer sale. All right, so here we go. This is the point where we do our chart countdown. Leann has picked 10 of her favourite items off the website. Best thing to do is go to our website and check out all of the goodies, up to 70% off. But it is now time to do Leann's countdown of her top 10 favourite items. Cue the music, please. All right then, here we go. At number 10.
Sold out.
In at number 9.
Sold out.
Oh, this is going well, isn't it? New in at number 8, great mate.
The decorative flower panel.
Oh yeah.
I love this decorative flower panel. It is absolutely gorgeous. This is perfect if you've got some of your faux leather in our earlier Softer Side of Life show. This is brilliant for cutting in a little line and look, making amazing toiletry bags with that lovely cut-in detail. You need that in your life. And that £3, is that £3.55?
It's only £3.50 or $5, great mate.
You don't even need to think about that. Come on, Smashy.
In at number 6.
We've got our mandala die set. I love these mandala dies and stamps in a flash. That stamp works with every single one of those dies and allows you to 3D up that whole thing, and it's super simple to do. We've definitely got masterclass on this on our website on YouTube. Go and have a look at how to use it, because that's £3.75.
Away! Oh, I can't believe you said that. Away, man.
Away, man.
Away, man.
You don't even have to think about it.
No way, man. $2.75 or $3.75 if you want to go for that. I've lost count of where we are. I think it's number 5.
Sold out.
Oh. A brand new entry at number 4. Great mate.
Retro Blooms. I love this. This is from our Sarah's signature collection, and this is an incredible little set of stamps which you just need in your life and actually perfectly complement those dioramas we're just doing, because you've got that lovely sunshine sentiment in there with a home, you've got celebrate for the birthday cakes, you've got love, you've got florals. Really just a nice staple, beautiful little set, especially if you've got your quick dry inks at home.
$1.75 or $5.75 if you're in the States. In at number 3.
And this is our Stitched with Love die. We all need this in our life because we're crafty peeps. So if you're a crafty peep who does a bit of knitting and a bit of sewing, a bit of embroidery, a bit of crochet, having this to be able to make your own little handmade by gift tags and putting this on there, fantastic. And come on, £1.75.
That's stick your hand down the back of the sofa and get the change out from under there, because that's that sort of price. In at number 2.
Sold out and gone, mate.
weird, man!
How weird!
How weird! And finally, a very exciting new entry, well, it's not new but new entry for number 1.
Is our festive holly layering stamp.
Oh, wow.
Come on, I love these. These are fantastic. This is 3 big-sized photopolymer stamps. Ink them up with your quick drying, so we tell you the colours to ink them up with, and you get this beautiful custom background. Use the colours we suggest, use colours that you want yourself, and they will work, and you create your own background papers. And you can really vintage them up with a little bit of vintaging in the background that looks gorgeous and ridiculous price.
Over 50% off, $6.25 or $9.75, and that was Leann's, well, it was sort of the top 10, it was more like the top 7, wasn't it, because loads of stuff is sold out. But that was Leann's pick from our end of summer sale. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I just want that recorded, and when I'm sad, I want to play that back to myself. Honestly, it's just cheering me up, Ben. It's making me smile.
Well, we're having a lot of fun here.
We are.
Just such a good laugh, isn't it, eh? Can I just say, Melissa on Facebook says, Ben, leave that calendar alone, you naughty boy. I bought one, and I've got my husband to hide it so I don't open them. I wasn't the one that opened it. Gwyneth opens all the doors. She's open. Tell Gwyneth off, not me. Nothing to do with me. And Kay says on Facebook, my advent calendar is coming today, and my SIL. And I do FaceTime and share the joy together. It's a fun way to do it. We open them all right. There you go. We open them all right away. Don't. Leann will get cross. Right. By the way, we are looking at the no, we're not. What are we looking at? Layerables. Yes, we haven't looked at these yet, have we? In full detail. The Christmas collection, 70 different elements here. So this is really cool again. If you're looking to create some really stunning Christmas projects, this is a great set to go for. And as I understand it, you've got all the different die cuts to be able to, well, you can use them individually if you want to, but then when you layer them up, you've got the ability to create standout projects like this. So within this set, you're going to get your Star of Wonder. Also included, you've got your Tis the Season to be jolly. Again, you can see how all of the elements you can use individually should you want to. I mean, that's just a nice little sentiment on its own. But when you cut them all out and build them up, absolutely perfect. Love that little bauble. Also in this collection, Joy to the World. Look, do you know what I love about that? Little J is like a upside down candy cane, isn't it? So you've got your sentiment there, you've got your backing for it as well, and all of the other little elements included too. That's included in this collection, as is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Really cute. Producer Laura's favourite one. That again, you got the kind of shadow of Santa Claus's face there, and then you can pop in that great sentiment as well. Next is ho ho ho! I think this is my fave because you can build up the little ho ho ho, and in there you've got your Father Christmas, you've got your little Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. How cute is that? And then you've got your little snowman as well. So it's all cute, all easy to do, all cut separately. Build it up into this fantastic ho ho ho. Great sentiment. I mean, great kind of front for your card as well. Really, you don't need much more than that, do you? Next up is your Winter Wishes. Again, love this because you know if you want to use elements of this individually, you can do. Love the fact that you could use that as a little frame if you wanted to, couldn't it? But then when you build it all up, you've got the Winter Wishes with that majestic stag there too. Next is your Merry Christmas. Beautiful Christmas tree. Again, build it all up. Add the little star to go on the top and your little Merry Christmas included as well. And then finally, in this massive collection, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Do you know what I love about this? You've got these mitts as well. That's so cute, isn't it? So cute. And the Let It Snow pops in there as well. £72 or $86. It is a saving of almost £19 or $26.95 if you're in the States. If you've already got those, by the way, send in your pics as to what you've been making. We would love to see your projects as well. Always great that we can inspire you, but even better when you can inspire us. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Send in those pictures. We are also after pictures of your doodles. Do you want to see where I've got with mine? I mean, it's not the best. I mean, I haven't. Can you see that? I've drawn a little flower up there. Then I drew a little sunshine there. Then I wrote 24 equals 12 full cards. That was relating to the card pad. And then I drew a cat. I mean, the cat, he hasn't got a tail, so I need to sort of work on that. But that has been the focus of my doodling so far. A little bit more to do. But yeah, I mean, it's not going to win any art prizes, is it not? I don't think, potentially. But send in your doodles. Studio at... yes?
I think we can have a cat off.
A what?
I've drawn a cat.
Have you?
Yeah, but I think your cat's better than my cat.
Well, let's have a look at your cat.
Yeah, I'm going to show you my cat. Shall I show you my cat?
Yeah, let's just...
This is as good. I mean, remember that I am a global head of product development
Yeah.
for an international
Right.
craft company.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's a bit more it's a bit more minimalistic. What's that above the cat?
That's me.
Right. I was just about to say actually that
So
looks
that is what my husband draws on every available surface.
right.
Just to magnify the fact that I've got really curly hair and really just to take the mickey out of me a little bit.
Right.
And that in my hair isn't a pretty bow.
No.
No, that is a bird.
Well, do you know what? I didn't want to say. So what's he saying? You've got a bird's nest in your hair.
Yeah.
Ah.
But now I love it that much, I use that to sign my name actually. So I do that at the bottom of all of my little things. And then my other doodles are just the things that I doodle all the time. I'm always doodling little stars like this.
Yeah.
Little clumps of dots. And then little funny squiggles, which I then turn into Christmas trees.
Oh, that's cool.
That's the sum total of my doodling there.
I mean, that is great. Apparently, talking about doodles, stars denote ambition, which I would say you're a very ambitious person, and motivation as well. You're motivating us. You see, you think, what does it mean if you draw a rubbish cat? I would like to know. But yeah, we'll keep doodling away. Send in your doodles, please. What have you been doodling over the course of the last hour and a half? And also, what do you want to see behind your advent calendar doors? That's what we're chatting about. But listen, let's have a look at these layerable sentiments, because these are phenomenal, aren't they?
Oh, I just think these are exquisite. And if you're just looking for something different for a Christmas card or for a gift box or for a gift tag even, to make it look a bit different to everything we've been doing all over the years for Christmas coming up to now, this collection is going to be absolutely superb for you.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that lovely little gift bag with Santa Claus is coming to town. Brilliant for little favours. You can put something really inexpensive in there, but it looks like a lovely, thoughtful gift. And that's what I love about it, because I think Christmas sometimes can get too bogged down in the value of the present rather than the gesture and the sentiment behind it. And I think when you make a lovely little gift bag like that, really makes a difference.
Yeah.
This one, classy and classic, just using that red and craft card with the cream, beautiful with that Let It Snow. But then look, a very different approach. And I just wanted to show you that the same die, Let It Snow, used in two different ways, looks very different. And it's just the colour. Just the colour change and the composition makes all the difference. We've got joy to the world and all his men. I think that might be the words. I'm not sure if it is. But there we go. Is it not? Well, there you are. I do make words up to
like
songs
your version,
as well.
though. Yeah, it's
thanks. If I don't know them, I make them up.
Yeah.
Story of my life. And fake it till you make it. And that's how I'm in. But there we go. And then we've got Star of Wonder.
Lush, isn't it?
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, here's my fave though. Ho, ho, ho.
It's great. It's so fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is. And there, look, a nice glittery Santa Claus is coming to town. And my personal favourite is this one here with Winter Wishes, and that's Stag. I'm going to be making my gift tags this year with this particular design. I adore it.
You get all of the elements. By the way, sorry, it's just been slightly put off what I've just heard in my ear. Apparently, if you doodle cats, it means you have a deep psychological secret.
Oh, me and you both, Ben.
Wow.
Well, I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours after the show.
Ooh, all right then.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. We'll reconvene just after 6 o'clock. But listen, fill up your baskets. This Christmas collection is amazing. Seriously, 70 elements for 72 quid or $86. As I said, if you've already got it, do send in your pics, please, because we would love to see what you have been making as far as that is concerned. Because I know you'll be making already, ready for Christmas. Not too far away, is it? We're counting down the days. Loads of great messages coming in, by the way. Paula on Facebook, read the advent calendar. My husband is more tempted to open the advent calendar than I am, and he doesn't craft. It's hanging on the back of the craft door, out of sight, out of mind. Terry says on YouTube, as a child, I was the one who sneaked into my gifts before Christmas morning and re-wrapped them. But so far, I have stayed out of my calendar. So far. And Jan says, Ben, you have been a great addition to the shows. Love watching you. Well, thank you. That's very kind. We have a laugh here, don't we? We have a laugh. We have some fun, but we also inspire as well, because we've got another demo coming up. Are we going to be demoing with the with the layable sentiments.
We are going to be demonstrating the...
Leanne's disappeared.
We are. I'm just having a little rummage under here in my card stack.
Okay, let's have a little...
We are going to be
just a rummage.
demonstrating
Good.
the little, the layable sentiments because I like them. And I thought, I just went for a little rummage there. One has to and one's craft stash every now and again.
Yeah.
It's where we find all the good stuff. I wanted a piece of mirror card for my sky. That's what I wanted. A piece of flat cardstock wasn't cutting the mustard for me, I'm afraid, Ben. Now, with these collections, you get a really fantastic range of dies, all of the different layers. And you can see includes, so we've got the base, we've got the layer, we've got the sentiments, and we've got the little stag. And then what we've got on the back for you always is the order to cut them out and assemble them to achieve the desired result. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to follow that through. So I want my background to be a nice shiny mirror card blue. So that's the first thing I'm going to cut. And this is how I'm doing all of my gift tags this year. So I know the background die needs to cut onto my mirror card. You can hold it still with a piece of repositionable tape if you want to. If you're being frugal and you're using a piece of card to the perfect size as I am, then a piece of repositionable tape just stops it slipping off and cutting on a wonk somewhere, and you don't want that to happen. You know,
there's some great expressions today.
I know, donkey's back leg, on a wonk, fly's eyelash. But our viewers here at Crafters Companion hear that from me all the time, Ben. They know my secret crafty language.
I'm just glad that you've, because obviously working with a lot of the ladies up here who've got the northern accent, you're the first person to have said, "How way, man!"
How way, man!
I'm just so glad that you said that. I've not heard that since I used to go out with a girl from Gateshead actually years ago, 20 odd years ago, and yeah, she used to say stuff like that. I never understood what she was saying half the time. I'm ganning now of the tune. You're doing what? This is a posh guy from the south.
Absolutely.
You're doing what?
I'm going to the town shopping.
Yeah, yeah. She used to say that and then disappear for like half a day. I'm ganning now of the tune, man.
That's very broad Newcastle. That's so funny. Oh dear. So I've cut my second layer now, and my second layer is my little trees, and here we go. So I'm just going to poke out those little pieces, and then what you'll see happening really quickly is as I start to put this together, look, your layers really start to build up and make a huge impact straight away. Look how lovely that is. You can just see the contrast coming together really well. And the thing I love about this is the choice of the colours, entirely yours. Do you like traditional Christmas? Do you like contemporary? Do you want to do it bright pink and purple?
Yeah.
Do it bright pink and purple if you want to. It's entirely up to you. The choice is yours. They're your dies. And you're making them for the person you're sending it to. So do the colour that they're going to like. I am going to stick with tradition and have a brown reindeer.
Well,
so I'm going to cut the reindeer, and I'm following, I don't know if you probably can't see, but what I've got here in front of me is just my back of my packaging, and I'm referring to the order all the time and cutting it in that order. So no, I'm doing it in the right way, and then I'll know to assemble it the right way, and then everything will come together lovely.
Theoretically though, there's elements of that you could use individually, isn't there? Like you could use the reindeer individually, the little frame, you could pop something different in there if you wanted to.
Absolutely right, Ben, because, did you see what happened? Look, it went on a wonk.
Oh.
Did you see I didn't take my own good advice?
Oh dear.
Honestly, boom.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh yeah, he has gone on a bit of a wonk, hasn't he?
He's gone on a bit of a wonk, so I need to do him again because he hasn't got an antler, and that's just not good enough. So I'm going to put him there, and I'm going to keep him still. And this is what I mean about if you're being frugal with your card.
Why did that happen? Because you didn't tape him?
I didn't tape him, and I probably shook my plates about a bit before I put them in. Talking, rather than keeping them nice and straight. So the die slipped. So if you're like me and, you know, you're not as sturdy or keeping them straight when you put them in the machine, a little bit of tape just stops that happening, and doesn't affect your finished result at all, because you're just on the waste cardstock and the die. So then you can just take your pokey tool, give that a little push, then that comes away, and I've got my full reindeer now. And I'm just building it up here as I go, layering it up as it tells me on my packaging. So I can see that that bit of tree goes there, and then he'll go here. Look at this, look how lovely that's building up. Isn't that really nice? There we go.
just had a little message through about the advent calendar, because we've got the ongoing saga that I can't, open my advent calendar, although some people have already got their advent calendars and opened them. Apparently, last year's advent calendar, Craig did a live opening of. Did he do it every day? Wow, God blimey.
Dedication.
That is dedication. Yeah, dedication. Oh, so he opened the door every day and then crafted with whatever was behind the door. Well, that's quite good fun, actually. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Maybe that'll happen again this year. Am I seeing Craig this week? I don't think I am. Debbie's here tomorrow, I think, and then I think me and Fiona the rest of the week, I think. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll ask him next time we see him. We'll ask him.
Right, so I have cut out my wishes. Come on, wishes. Let's get this out here. There we go. And that can get stuck on there.
Beautiful.
And then what I've got here is my little winter. And they're all separate little letters. So you can stick them wherever you want. So I've got my W, I,
wow. Okay.
N.
It's like almost like a little snowstorm, that, isn't it?
It is. It's lovely.
Yeah.
So that's where my wishes is going.
Uh-huh.
Would you like me to glue this all together? Why not? Let's glue it. Should I?
You can do it.
Yeah, let's do it. So I'm going to keep my little letters here so I don't lose them, because you know what I'm like for losing stuff.
Yeah.
That's the letter N. I need that for later. Right, okay, let's glue it together, because actually it'll take no time at all. So I'm going to use my tape pen again, if I can remember where I've put it. Can anybody see the tape? Here it is. There it is. Lovely. Got it. So there's the base piece. And following my little map on my package again. So I've got my base piece, and now this piece is the second piece to go on. So I'm going to use my tape pen, and your dotty tape pen, as I've got here, is perfect for this, because you can put glue all around, even the delicate little pieces.
Oh, okay.
Every single one of these die sets, these layerable sentiments, work in the same way here, all of the designs we looked at. I can see where that tree needs to be positioned, because it's coming off the edge there on that base. You can see that there. So now this just gets stuck in place. With
I love the background as well, because you've got the little sort of stars cut out in the background as well.
And that's good. If you've got those little LED lights sets,
great idea.
you can put the little LED lights behind there and it sparkles if you want to. Or you could fussy cut another piece of white card or a piece of silver card behind there. Up to you entirely. I just like the fact that you can see through it. I can see the next thing I need to put on is my deer. So he's going to get dotty tape penned now. These dotty tape pens, actually, for assembling your layerable sentiments that we've got here are exceptional, because and you can see there the antlers match perfectly the base layer. Can you see that there? I'll pick it up and show you. So you can see exactly where to get it. But what it means is, look, that's stuck down like it's got a permanent wet glue on it. But there's no squidging out of the wet glue anywhere. There's no smears on my mirror card. There's no splodging out here. I'm not having to wipe it away and clean it up. It's just perfectly and beautifully permanently glued without any of the squidging out all over the place.
I think it's the first time I've seen those dotty tape pens used. It's really impressive that you can, it's so fine that you can even get it on the antlers.
It's brilliant, honestly. Just be careful when you're applying it. When you've got a sentiment like this, just to do it in little pieces and to hold it still at the other side when you're applying it. Don't like rive it away too much. You see, I'm just doing little dabs because you don't want to distort your sentiment, and that's enough. So I've got the word wishes there.
Well, Dieta on YouTube says vellum with snowflakes would be pretty in the background.
Oh, it would.
Yeah.
It would be lovely, in fact, actually.
Yeah, it would.
So you see, wishes is going on there. There we go. And then I'm just going to take the time to spell the word. I'll glue this on a minute. You don't need to watch me do every letter. Okay. So I'll just put them on here so you get the idea. There's winter. Winter wishes. Now, you don't have to have the word winter on there if you don't want to.
No.
And you can put all them at a different height. Do you know what I mean? You can do a little bit of your own design if you want to.
Well, it would be like a little snowstorm, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you don't have to have them in a straight line if you don't want to, but you can as well, of course. And then you've just got that beautiful little topper there with winter wishes on. And what I'm going to be doing is putting a little hole punch in there, little hole punch in the top, piece of ribbon, and using them, writing on the back, having them as my gift tags.
It's just a brilliant set, and again, you can see how easy it is to craft. What I love about this, kind of following along with this, is I suppose fairly new to the world of card making and things. This is great because as an experienced crafter, you'll know exactly what to do, but as a beginner, you are someone who is going to follow this very, very easily and get crafting really, really easily as well. So just to recap, with this Layerable Sentiments Christmas collection, 70 elements. You see how beautifully it all fits together. So there's the Let It Snow. Then you've got your Merry Christmas with that beautiful Christmas tree. This is the set which we've just seen with Leann, the Winter Wishes, with that amazing deer. Then we've got my favourite, Ho, Ho, Ho. I absolutely love that. You've got your Father Christmas, which is producer Laura's favourite. You've got Joy to the World. You've also got your 'Tis the Season to be Jolly. Again, you can see how that works. It's exactly like the one Leanne just showed us, isn't it? That you've got all the different notches, if you like, out of the background, so you can easily pop those bits and pieces in place. And then finally, this is gorgeous, isn't it? Star of Wonder, where you can layer up that beautiful Christmas star. Yeah, and again, that one, not necessarily Christmas, could be for a christening, could be for a birthday, whatever it might be. That one is included as well. £72 or $86 is your price on that. Brilliant saving all round, really. And I tell you what a show it's been. We've got the Layerable Sentiments, we've got the amazing diorama collection, and of course the advent calendar as well. I tell you what, just whilst we get ready for our next demo, I might just have another quick look at the advent calendar whilst you have a look at this little video, which will explain more details about Club Inspire. What about behind door number 15?
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
Yeah, that is Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free...
Yes, get shopping with us, and of course the more points you get, the more you will get off your orders as well. The advent calendar, unsurprisingly, is proving very popular, and I'm not the only one who wants to take a bit of a sneaky peek inside the advent calendar. I specifically want to have a little look behind door number 24, because that is a big door, so maybe if I just have a...
Get off! Stop it. Honestly, you're worse than the kids. Come on.
Come on, it's a big old door, Leanne. Seriously, there's something juicy behind there. I know.
There is something juicy behind there, but
Yeah.
you're going to have to wait till the 24th of December to find out, because you're not going to do what Gwyneth did.
Well, here's the thing. I could get in touch with Gwyneth, couldn't I? Gwyneth, tell me, message me privately on Facebook, Gwyneth, and let me know what's behind door number 24. Please, I need to know. This calendar has been flying out of the door. Loads of you I know already grabbed it before the show, and even more of you are going for it now as well. A little crafty treat behind every door, of course. 24 doors, brilliant. On the run up to Christmas, how great is that? Keeping you excited, keeping you crafting as we head towards Christmas, but don't open it before then. especially if Leanne's around. $24.99 or $34.99 if you're in the States. Also proving really popular, launched yesterday. 70% of the stock has now gone of the interchangeable aperture diorama complete collection. Huge collection this is. It really is stunning, and hopefully you've enjoyed the demos that you've seen with this so far. But basically you're going to get your circle aperture diorama with that fancy panel aperture diorama as well, and then all of the interchangeable elements that go with it. So you've got ideas for birthday, you've got things for new home, as we've talked about, you've got things for anniversaries in there because you've got the love interchangeable design, the butterflies, the garden, the birthday, the woodland, some really beautiful scenes, and of course you can mix and match, you can change that up to however you desire. Also included within this stunning collection, you've got all of those card pads to work beautifully with the dies. So again, do you know what? If you want just to be able to, take the card pad and die cut out some of the designs rather than having to worry about, different colors and all these kind of things, it is all done for you. 12 cards you can make from each pad, I think we decided, but then you get all of the elements that go with it as well, and all the beautiful sentiments included in there too. You will run out of those, of course, because you will be using those in conjunction with your dice. So we do recommend, if budget allows, to grab more of those because you can buy them individually. But you will also get within the collection all of the embossing folders, and you will get that card pad as well with the beautiful pretty pastels, 12 by 12, 300 GSM. Again, you might want to grab more of that so you're not running out anytime soon. It's £132 or $175. Big saving, $46.85 or $58.85 if you're in the States. Now, also proving popular, the Gemini Layerable Sentiments Christmas Collection, 70 elements again in total here. We had a little look at this earlier on, but it's great, isn't it? Ease of use again, that's what this is all about. Run it through your die cutting machine and you've got all of the different elements that you can build up to make these projects look amazing. So from Father Christmas to the beautiful baubles, love that ho 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 sentiment, which is so much fun. You've got the star in there, the Christmas tree, joy to the world, and more. £72 or $86. Again, big savings to be had whether you're in the UK or the US. And if you think these deals are great, well, wait till you see this next deal, Leanne.
It's the out of this world deal.
That's one of my favourite things. The Out of This World deal is the Totally Tiffany bunny bags. Now this is great because you get all these different bags, 5 of them in total for all of your crafting bits and pieces. So basically, if you're looking for ways to get your craft room in order, you've got the Brandy, which is great for your borders, your templates, your longer tools. You've got Irene for your ink pads and your embossing folders. You've got Shelley for your washi tape, your smaller ribbons, mini ink pads. You've got the Edna for your ribbon rolls. That's great because then you can kind of dispense your ribbon rolls through the bag for glitter glues. You've also got your Sue Buddy bag for your large ink pads, your embellishments, your craft bottles. Basically, if your craft room is a bit of a mess, as we saw last week with lots of you sending in pictures of your messy craft rooms, they are an absolute lifesaver. £23 or $31.50. That is what you would call an
Out of This World deal.
Deal. So don't miss out on that. Also, something which you might want to get in your basket, and if you've been thinking of Shower Shanta, we're going to have a look at this with Leanne in just a few moments' time. The Explorer Kit. Now, this is the Crafter's Companion Colour Blend Explorer Kit. With this, you are going to receive your 24 artist blending pencils. You're also going to get an absolutely beautiful stamp set from Molly Harrison Art, which again we'll have a look at with Leanne, I think, in just a few moments' time. So you get that for the price of $29.98. So there's your colour blending pencils. There's that beautiful stamp. I think there's 11 stamps in total actually on there from Molly Harrison. We're then also going to throw in your ink pad, and you've got your Nina, as I like to call it, your Nina cardstock. We're giving you that and that for free if you go for this collection. $29.98 is the price, or $41.90. And as I understand it, Leanne, these Explorer kits are basically just about giving you the opportunity to try different things, right?
Absolutely. It's, you've been watching and looking. You might not have wanted to invest in a full collection when we've had a deal on something. You're not sure whether you're going to want to use it, if it's actually something for you, whether you like it. So what this does is open that up for you, give you a tiny bit of everything, let you get it home, have an explore, have a practice, have a play, see if you do like it, and then you know when we've got one of those collections on a good deal again, that you can go for it extend what you've already got at home and know that you're going to have a really nice time using it. It's also nice as a little practice or as a gift to get somebody who you think would like to start crafting but hasn't quite yet gotten on the bandwagon, to get them going, because everything they need is in the little collection. So with this particular one, I love this because everything you do need is in the collection. So what I've done is take my alcohol ink pad that you get, alcohol proof, finesse, and I've stamped my Molly Harrison stamp.
Wow.
And look at the fine detail. The incredible detail that you get with these stamps is just out of this world, literally.
Is that Cinderella?
It is in the style of. It's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. She is the most phenomenal fantasy artist, Molly Harrison. She really is. All of her designs are incredible. And then you get your full set of colour blend pencils. Now, what we always do is show you with the colour blend pencils how to use them with the blending solution, how to use them over the top of alcohol markers. What I don't often get the chance to do is to colour something and show you just using the pencils themselves. So I thought we'd take a little bit of time to do that. And actually, this particular set of pencils, which is the essential collection that you're getting, is the most perfect collection, because in here you've got everything from your flesh colours all the way through to your brights and your oranges and your pinks and your purples and your browns and your blues. So there's something in here to be able to colour everything. We're going to start with her skin. And the pencil that I want to draw your attention to the most is the white one, because this is what we're going to use to help us do our blending. So I'm going to take a couple of the flesh colours that I've got here and then show you what we'll do with the white pencil, because the white pencil can be used as a blending pencil. So I'm going to put on some of the darker colour, and I'm just using my little circular motions, and I'm going round the hairline. So you'll have heard me talk about doing this. You'll have heard me talk about doing this with our alcohol markers lots of times, where I'm putting the shade in around the hairline first, and that's what you can see me doing here. So I'm putting in the dark shade around the hairline, and then I'm going to blend it with my white pencil.
There's probably no difference, but if someone is wanting to get into colouring, for example, and blending, is it easier to blend with the pens or the pencils? It's the first time I've seen these pencils.
It's two different techniques, Ben. Okay. So I wouldn't say one was any easier or different to the other. It's just a different way of doing it. So I'm putting in another shade now, a lighter shade, more into her face here, and I've just put those two colours side by side. Then what I do is take my white pencil, and what I do is burnish and blend those colours together. I go over the top, and that smooths out the wax, fills in all of the little wells of colour that you've got, and burnishes it so you get that smooth blend between those two colours. And you can see I've got her skin with a pencil really quickly and easily. I can continue to do that. So I come round her collarbones. You see, I'm not being too particular about how I put the colour on there, and I'm going to come just around her décolleté there.
Her what?
Décolleté. Boobs. Yeah.
Why am I laughing at that?
I don't know.
Yeah. Décolleté.
Yeah.
I love that though. I'm gonna use that when I go home at the end of the week.
There's another word.
Capacious and décolleté. Capacious décolleté.
And if you've got a capacious décolleté, that's something else entirely, Ben. We would rarely use the two words together, I think. Depends who you're talking about. There we go.
Yes.
So
Wow.
you see, I'm just using my white pencil to blend those together. So the white pencil really works as just a blender for your pencils. So fantastic that you get that in this collection. If I want to put her a little bit of a blush on there, I'm going to go with a little bit of a pinky blush actually. So I'm just going to give a light tickle of the colour on her cheek. I'm just layering it up, just tiny little tickles in there, and then use my white pencil over the top again, burnishing. Burnishing with a pencil means significant pressure and movement to get the colours to move together.
Okay.
And you can see that starts to build up really quite prettily, doesn't it? If I want to do the same with her, let's say her dress, for example, and let's do a nice ombre between blue and yellow for her dress. And this isn't exactly probably how you'd want to colour it yourself at home, but I'm wanting to show you the technique. So what I'm adding here is a bit of the blue. You can see that there. And I'm just doing a light tickle of the colour onto the bodice of her dress.
Mary says the colour blends are great for colouring on vellum.
Oh, they're fantastic. If you are a parcher, these pencils are exceptional for parchment craft because they're a wax-based pencil. So that means that the shiny surface of the parchment will take the pencil really well. So you can get all of your flowers coloured beautifully, beautifully doing that.
Sharon says, wow, thank you, Leanne. I've learned a new technique. I think that's probably to do with what we're seeing right now. And lots of other lovely messages coming in. Caroline on Facebook says, I've just literally bought the buddy bag deal. That is, I mean, it's an out of this world deal.
It really is. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, please.
Out of this world deal.
And Gwyneth has come back. Gwyneth is our
I hope she's
TV
remorseful.
viewer.
I hope Gwyneth is remorseful.
Well, she's not. Gwyneth says, Ben, this isn't my first calendar, it's my third. So does that mean that you've opened all of the... Is that the third one of these, or are you the third one... How many years
third year running.
Oh, wow. And have you done that every year, Gwyneth? Have you done that every year? Oh, dear. We must say congratulations to Robin Miller on Facebook, who says, just realised I'm triple platinum.
Woo!
Yeah! Boom.
Yes, absolutely.
Ah, dear.
We need a platinum bell, don't we? Where we can ring it in the show.
I would love... Why am I looking
my
around now for a
word.
bell? You obviously haven't got one, have you? We should definitely get that.
We need like a, you know, like when you get to a hotel.
I've got one of those at home.
Oh,
I'm going to bring it in.
Actually, my son has one of those that he left at home, which says, bring me a beer.
What, they
He
ting,
got
ting.
the good ting. So like apparently when he's in his bedroom, but this was when he's at home, he doesn't live at home anymore.
Yeah.
But when he was at home, if he did ting ting, his mother was meant to take him a beer upstairs. Ben, can you imagine how many times that actually happened?
Probably not very many.
No, never.
Oh, never.
No.
That was a waste of the bell then, wasn't
It really was. I don't know who bought it, but they were daft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big
Now,
bell.
Can you see what I'm doing here? Just building up the colours and using the pencils to then burnish it in. And what I'm doing is getting this beautiful transition, this ombre from the yellow through to green into the blue of her dress. And then when I really want to burnish this, what I do is take my white pencil, go over the top, and you can see what that does. You can see that here, look, it magically happens in front of your eyes. If I just do it on one side, it removes the line of pencil that you can see there, gets the colours blended together into the tooth of the card, the surface of the cardstock, and gives you this really beautiful, soft, penciled coloured look, which is exquisite. And it's very, very different to doing your alcohol marker colouring, but looks beautiful. And you can really build up the effect in the layers by just going with more colour where you would like it, and then burnishing it. And you can see how really very easy it is for me to have built up that dimension while chatting along with you
And doing voiceovers and
just,
all sorts of stuff.
You know, just popping the colour on there, and that's looking beautiful for her bodice of her dress, isn't it? It's very, very easy to do, guys. And I think if you've looked at colour blend, if you've been intimidated by this kind of wax-based blendable pencil in the past, then be intimidated no longer. Get this little explorer kit.
Yeah.
Do what I'm doing here. You'll be blown away by the different results that you're able to achieve
And
yourself.
I tell you what, when you've got artwork like that as well, you're going to
Yeah.
be inspired to get colouring too. Just stunning. Mary on Facebook says, I think this is really the bell we were talking about. You always have Joe's horn.
Oh, I think that's being hidden. Oh, that invoked serious emotions.
Where is it?
It might be in the cupboard behind the telly.
Oh, what? Where?
Over here. Yeah, in that bit there, Ben.
What is it?
Behind the curtain.
Oh!
Can you see it, Ben? That's the horn of plenty.
Oh!
Yeah. Isn't that good? Look, Ben's found a new toy. Look. Oh, Anne is going to love you. Is Anne watching?
Oh, who? Anne?
Anne. I'm sure it's Anne.
Oh.
One of our fabulous viewers who's with us all the time.
Is Anne not a fan of the horn?
Anne is not a fan of the horn.
Well, I'm going to put that away because I tell you what, Anne, I don't want to annoy you like Joe did, so I'm going to put that away. Oops, sorry, excuse me. Right, don't worry, I'm going to get Ben's bell instead. Yes, that's what we're going to have. Ding, ding, much nicer. Ding, ding, ding.
More gentle, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
Now, you see, I'm doing the same with the little pumpkin here, and how I've managed to get that beautiful shine in the centre of the pumpkin there. And I'm just using my yellow and my orange, and then using my white pencil again, just to burnish all of those colours in. And then if I want to just add a little bit more of the orange, make it a little bit more subtle, I can bring that down.
Perfect colours for the first day of autumn today as well. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, there we
Autumn
go.
equinox, isn't it?
Oh, how lovely. I'm going to celebrate with a gin tonight.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Why
I'm going to
not?
knock myself out.
After I've been for my run, though, I'm getting fit.
Oh, you get,
Trying to get fit, yeah. Trying to lose a few pounds.
Oh, yeah, I need to.
The run up to Christmas, you see. So you can, what I try and do is lose a few pounds before Christmas.
Yeah.
And then you can put it all back on again at Christmas time, can't you see?
That I like that. That's a good strategy, Ben.
Yes. Well done.
I have got lots of lockdown weight on. More than I should have on.
It's the lockdown lard. That's what I've called it.
Yeah, I've got that. I need to do something about it. But at the minute, I'm just not feeling motivated.
No, I can understand that.
So I think I'm going to just wait until I do feel motivated.
Yeah, and stay crafting.
Just why not?
Why not?
Why not? The thing that I love to do is cook, you see, Ben.
Yeah.
I do love to cook, and then I like to eat what I've cooked. And my husband is one of those horrible people who are like a drink of water dressed up.
Oh.
And it doesn't matter what he eats.
Yeah.
And put any weight on.
Oh,
I mean, he does say it's all the biking and exercising he does. I say bar humbug to that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
People like that are quite annoying, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. I'll introduce you to my husband one day. And you can tell him you're really annoying you. Your wife told us on a launch party show. He'll just roll his eyes to the heaven and go, yeah, what's new?
Quick question, because I know we've got something we just want to fit in for the end of the show. Mira on YouTube says, for the colour blends, what paper are we using?
I'm using the paper that comes in your Explorer kit, the Nina paper.
Nina, okay.
Yeah.
And Anne's been in touch. Oh no, not the horn. We won't use it again, Anne. Don't you worry. Ben's bell is coming very, very soon. And Real Colouring K on Facebook says, Leanne, you knocked it out of the park. Love watching you colour. It is beautiful, and that is, isn't it? It's absolutely gorgeous. We could probably stay and watch Leanne colour that in for the rest of the show, but I'm just looking at the clock here. We've got about 3.5 minutes remaining, and we've got a little preview to do before we do that. So. The Colour Blend Explorer kit is stunning, isn't it? You get that. You get the Nina, you get the pencils, you get the pad as well, and of course you get the gorgeous Molly Harrison stamp. Let's not forget that. $29.98, $41.90. It's all about dipping your toe in the water if you want to give that a go. Now, listen, we have got something brand new which launches on the 28th of September, and right now we've just got a couple of minutes to preview exactly what that is. What are we previewing, Leanne?
We've got an amazing new collection of our stitched edge nesting dies, and I love these because they're really big, good size die and a beautiful shape, and you can see the size of the die. I might even just open it and show you.
Yeah, go on, get in there.
I'm going rogue because you need to see the size of them, don't you? And I'm getting the only set we've got, and I'm sorry guys, but everybody at home needs to see the size of them. I won't open every set, I'm just going to open this set. Wow. Look how fabulous that is. That's a really good big set of dies. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different nesting dies in there, and every single one of these has got that beautiful pieced stitch edge to them. So when you look at the shapes we've got that beautiful kind of oval framey, mirror frame almost shape there, which I love, and that just was to give you, I'll do that in a minute, give you an idea of the size. Then we've got this lovely, is that a hexagon?
1, 2, 3,
oh, it's a pentagon.
Yeah, pentagon.
Pentagon. Again, nice big die, and you can see there's 8 pieces in this one, and lovely stitched edge. I love this shape. Fantastic for your easel cards. 12 nesting dies in that particular set, and again, every single layer with that beautiful stitched edge. This is a lovely floral, really. I love this, especially for framing your foam flowers. If you're being big with the foam flowers, this is brilliant for that. And 8 pieces in there, 8 layers. This is just a staple. It's got those lovely kind of faux photo corners. If
Yeah.
you're wanting to do them for scrapbooking or just for framing a lovely image, love that one. Again, 8 pieces, all stitched edges. And then the final one is my particular favourite because I think this could be a Christmas bauble. It's almost
yes.
like a Moroccan window looking through a bit of a temple feel, so it could be good with your nativity collection.
Yes.
It could just be good as it is to use with your flowers. So I do think it is very Moroccan looking in my opinion, but also, frame it correctly, bauble. And we're coming up to Christmas. So I just think this is going to be something that's in your set for a long time coming forward.
Well, there you go, little sneaky peek there for you. Launches on the 28th of September on launch day. Fabulous end to a fabulous show. Thank you everyone who's been in touch over the course of the last couple of hours. We've had a right laugh with you. Hopefully you've enjoyed the show as much as we have enjoyed the show, bringing you all of the demonstrations and inspiration as well. Absolutely my pleasure to work with the wonderful Leann for the first time in about 6 years. Did you have fun?
Oh, I had the best fun, Ben, and I can't wait till we do it again.
Absolutely. Well, I shall look forward to that. I am with you again tomorrow with Debbie for 2 shows, so I shall look forward to that. In the meantime, I will...
You can leave that there.
I thought I would just go
No.
and take...
Leave that there. Put that down. Leave it there. Thank you. I'm watching it. Put it down. Leave it there.
I'll just leave the advent calendar there. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you very soon on Crafters TV. You sure I can't?
Nope. Leave it.